Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Blue Dragon 5 here, hosting a worldwide installment of Disney Debates, Epcot Edition. Tonight's topics: which attraction should Deadpool narrate? Worst World Showcase Pavilion, and Best Epcot Audio Animatronic. So without further delay, I direct you to the Milano and play the funk as we head to the giant disco ball and enter our global arena. Let's meet our fighters. In this corner, from bullet trains to the monorail, simply soaring with snark, it's Jokers.
Hello. That was the most neutral intro I've ever gotten. Very happy. Goodbye.
In the opposing corner, living on site at the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, past the school bread, it's PerGron.
Hello. Apparently I live on site now, and that's better than where I actually live.
Yeah,
Dragon, I love you for working in the school bread, buddy.
Anyway, so joining me on the tribunal of tomorrow, it's Tiki
Nice work, pal.
and Jacob Weil.
Yo,
All right, so we're all here.
I completely forgot I was going to say before.
Yeah. So, how are we all doing tonight?
I'm honestly really excited for this. I think this is a really nice kind of classic lineup of Disney debate questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be a
I'm happy to be back after my phone died or whatever happened last time I was back.
Oh, yeah. I
Thanks
forgot about that.
Thank you for having me again.
PerGron, you're always welcome here, buddy.
Appreciated.
All right, so a little refresher on the rules for tonight's little game. So there's going to be 3 rounds.
Jacob, can you mute?
All right,
you.
folks, here are the rules. You got 3 rounds, 3 main rounds, in which you're gonna reveal what you picked. You're gonna go through your open statement where you say all the redeeming qualities of why your answer is the best, and then it's gonna be a fight to the finish until you hear this little guy. R2D2, he's the bell. When he speaks, everybody shut up. It'll be time for the judges to deliberate, which whoever gets the most votes gets the point for the round. And at the end of 3 rounds, on to the optional feature of our little game, in this case, the Roy coin.
The Roy coin.
Yep, the Royo coin, aka
Oh,
the
man.
Roy coin. So, the Roy coin here, this is the optional feature.
Roy made the Magic Kingdom happen, not necessarily Epcot, right?
Yeah, we need the card walker coin. The card coin, if you will.
If I recall, Roy was the one who supplied all the coins, and he was there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now once he was dead.
So forgive me for taking a leap.
No. The coin thing makes sense with the banking. That makes sense. All right.
Plus, it's also for
Technically, they're all
net-
frozen under Epcot anyway.
and technically there are 2 Roys.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, the point. Roy coin, optional feature, little game, lands heads. Hooray! You won a point! Tails, not so lucky. I hate to break it to you. You lost the point. Anyway, so again, gain a point, lose a point. You get it. At the end of 3 rounds, of course, we offer that point, but hidden in one of our rounds could be the first 3 rounds, could be the first 2 speed rounds, could be any of the initial 5 rounds that we're going to definitely incur in our festivities tonight. We have the Pavilion Peso,
Nice.
hidden little Easter egg in our vast spherical land. Of course, that'll be awarded to the winner of the round it is revealed in. Could be any round, could be in any round, could be anywhere in any round. You know what else is it could be in any round? The penalty phrase. If one of our players says a certain name, a place, a phrase. There could be one, there could be more than one, could be as many as 7. Who knows? Whoever says my esteemed associate, Jacob Weil, he will be listening for said word. Tiki has no idea what the words are. Word or words or phrases or whatnot, has no idea what this penalty phrase is. Jacob does, and he's listening for it. And we're going to check in with him periodically to see if it's been said in the rounds. Of course, whoever incurs the penalty will have to flip the penalty coin. And folks, let me put it to you this way: heads, nothing good happens. Tails, well, let me just say it this way: you really don't want it to land.
It's like the fucking Bowser space from Mario Party.
No, guys, seriously. Don't let it land on Tails.
Oh, man.
An important
I
distinction.
want to see it land on Tails.
Oh, trust me, you don't want it to land on Tails.
What is it, just like you lose all your points?
I'm contractually obligated. I signed a waiver. I can't tell you until someone flips it. I can't tell you.
You signed the contract that you yourself created.
Well, I had to notarize it. Anyway,
and also it doesn't have to be said. Doesn't necessarily have to be said within the rounds. It would also be penalized if you say it outside of the rounds themselves.
Is that a new rule?
Oh, really?
I mean, we've done it the last few times.
Okay.
pretty much, yeah.
Is
I mean,
there a
again,
penalty if we? Is there a
Basically,
penalty if we say it in a different language?
Ooh.
Well, that is, I guess.
Well, Jacob, how multilingual are you?
I mean, not very. I know a few phrases here and there, but
All right,
Well, I'm
fine.
gonna do my
You
whole
found a
argument in
loophole, but
Swahili.
again, it's a rather crafty loophole.
but if I know if I actually know the word and the language, then you will definitely be penalized.
You just Google Translate the phrase into everything. You can.
PerGron and I will be conducting our debate in Esperanto tonight.
But basically, anytime after the first round begins, better be watching out for the mines.
Yep. And again, remember, Tiki, Jacob, and myself, we can say anything we want. We could say the word.
Within YouTube's terms of services. Yeah.
I mean, technically, they can say whatever they want.
I mean,
Won't
it's
last.
Tiki's channel. You can do whatever you want.
Anyway, so of course, after the main round, we enter the speed round, in which a time limit is at play, and also for our dear audience, if they are watching or is being really shy right now, folks, when we enter the speed round, we're taking audience questions, in which all sorts of chaos breaks out. Just already the kooky questions we have cooked up, but we will also be taking your potentially kooky questions. You throw them our way. We'll be inclined to use them, and you get to judge who made the better argument and who gets the point for the round for your question. Right.
I do have one speed round question I would like to throw out when the time comes, if we have room for it.
Well, you'll have to leave it in the comments.
Okay, I will.
All right. Anyway, so first to 5 points wins. Do both players understand? Don't put it in there now.
That's exactly, you told me to put it in the comments. That's exactly.
I meant when we get to the speed round, put it in, at least wait till we get to the speed
For prosperity's sake, Dragon. I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting my shot in.
Anyway,
Don't want to miss your shot.
All right, players, do you understand these rules as I have explained them to you both here this fine evening?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
No, you have to explain it all over again.
Yeah, if you could just go through that one more time. I wasn't paying attention.
All right, so there's 3 main round questions.
Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers.
In this corner. Nice work, pal.
I'm just gonna go with the initial, just the initial verbal confirmation. We're just gonna move on here.
Okay.
Pinky,
You can give them the short version.
Yes,
cue the randomizer.
it's done.
I know. I just wish you waited a
you?
second, but yes.
I'm sorry.
Ahead of the game.
Well, looks like PerGron's going first.
Tiki's
Yes.
in rare form. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon, are we going to need the randomizer again?
I kind of want to say yes just to keep you on your toes, but no, get rid of it.
Okay. All right.
Get rid of it.
All right.
I don't know why I found that funny.
All right. So that brings us to round numero uno, which
Oh,
Epcot
hold on.
attract-
I'll make that a scroll. Hold on. Go ahead.
So Marvel's always on the mind, folks, especially with Cosmic Rewind entering our little sphere of Epcot. Guardians of the Galaxy are going to Epcot. Why not another? Why not Deadpool? I ask you, my dear countrymen. So, round number one. Which Epcot attraction should Deadpool narrate? As in, like, Deadpool's hijacked an attraction, he's providing the narration. PerGron, what is your answer?
I chose Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth. Jokers.
I picked the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros and now Deadpool.
It's Caballeros.
I said Caballeros, yes.
He said Caballeros.
I did not say Caballeros, I said Caballeros.
This
All
is
right.
just going to be the running gag of the fucking channel whenever these characters get brought up, I swear.
Well, yeah, you created this running game.
I know.
All right, so opening statement. PerGron.
Okay. So Walter Cronkite? More like Walter makes me want to go good night. Jeremy Irons? More like geriatric irons, because he's so boring. Judi Dench? More like lame Judy Blech, because you know what? Her voice just puts me to sleep. You know who doesn't put me to sleep? Deadpool. Deadpool has the best voice for this. He is something that everybody will be able to hear and they'll listen to and they'll be like, yes, this is the person that should be telling me all about communication throughout history. And it also makes sense because Deadpool's best friend literally is a time traveler. So how does he get there? And how does he explain every piece of human history in a very comprehensive single attraction? He does it with his best friend who can time travel, and then he narrates it by himself. And that, in and of itself, wins. I'll take the point. Thank you.
Jokers.
Judi Dench, more like belongs in a trench. No one knows who the Three Caballeros are anymore. Let's put in Deadpool so people will have a character that they recognize. Deadpool has an affinity for Mexican culture, for better or for worse. And I think it would be fun. He wouldn't know why he's there either. It would fit the character. It would make a hell of a lot more sense than Spaceship Earth. Yeah. I would like the point as well, please.
Damn,
Like-
I guess we got to fight over it now.
I guess we have
or
not
yeah.
reached a consensus.
or we could skip it and give neither of you the point.
We could do that too.
Well, no,
Just
but we
play-
both requested the point, so I think we should just both get the point.
I agree. Yeah, just play this like golf. You know.
Yeah.
What do you say, Dragon? Have them fight for it?
Yes, just fight to the metaphorical death for it.
Yes.
All right, I suppose.
You heard the dragon.
Now's the point where we can go back and forth and interrupt each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
where
this
we can
wrong
talk
last
over
time.
each
I
other.
waited for
that's
you
how-
for
that's
a
how it
very
works.
long time.
We back.
But yeah, so no. Three Caballeros, they're iconic as it is. You know what's not iconic? Has anybody ever even heard of Judi Dench? Who is that? Nobody
She was
knows
in the
who that
Cats
is.
movie, and she was in James Bond.
Yeah, nobody's ever seen those movies. People only watch modern movies. They watch Marvel movies. Marvel movies like Marvel's Deadpool, who was always in the MCU and was never in part of another broken universe. This is Disney synergy, okay? This is like what Michael Eisner, Bob Iger, and Bob Chapek all had a love child. And this is what it would create. It would be an iconic Epcot attraction being improved by adding in company synergy. All that
Honestly, if they want to
introducing-
add in synergy, if they want to make Judi Dench relevant, they should just make it a Cats ride. Honestly,
Yeah, but if they
that would,
introduce...
droves of people would flock to that. I think that would do a lot better than Deadpool. Meanwhile, Deadpool, he likes Mexican things. He's very famous for his affinity for chimichangas.
Chimichangas were invented in the United States when a
Hey,
man
that doesn't
accidentally
matter.
dropped
I'm
a burrito.
American, and I thought they were Mexican. Everyone thinks fortune cookies are Chinese, and that doesn't make them less Chinese, PerGron.
You know what? You got me there.
Damn right. Point 1 to me. I mean, really, like, we can keep the ride as is, put Deadpool in, give him a sombrero, a mustache, and a serape. We got ourselves an attraction that people are going to come to. As it is right now, I go to the Mexico Pavilion, I see 3 people in line for that ride. Deadpool, at least 6. That's double the crowds right there. I don't know. I feel like Spaceship Earth is a little too slow to really benefit from Deadpool, to get serious for a moment. Whereas Grand Fiesta, while also slow, as the benefit of a lot of screens, it's kind of like Three Caballeros already makes it kind of faster paced, so I think the pacing would fit the character better. So it works for that. And again, like Deadpool does have that association with some like slanted Mexican stuff. So I guess it makes sense from that perspective as well. And I don't know. I think it would make more sense for the character to throw him in a situation that it would be weird to see him in as well.
See, I think what would be weird to see Deadpool in would be fighting a woolly mammoth. I think Deadpool inventing the computer in his garage. I think Deadpool with a giant afro and yellow leggings would be weird. I think,
but this isn't about an overlay. This is about narration.
But Spaceship Earth being narrated by Deadpool, he becomes every character in it.
But I feel like that would get tiresome really quickly. Grand Fiesta Tour isn't quite as long, and again, it's a little bit faster paced, so it's harder to get bored by it. Where Spaceship Earth, like you sit in a seat and you have like 16 minutes of Deadpool, and that's a lot of Deadpool. That's a lot of just Deadpool. Like I like Deadpool, but not for like a 16-minute set. Like I'm okay with like a little bit.
See, if you left the entirety of Spaceship Earth as is and just had him take over the narration, it's not 16 minutes. There's a lot of downtime in there that you could fill in with not Deadpool. You could continue to have just that sweeping orchestral music to juxtapose Deadpool's very sultry voice.
So what you're proposing is a Deadpool ride with minimal Deadpool.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm proposing. What you're proposing is a Deadpool ride where
I'm proposing what the prompt is asking for, which is a Deadpool narration.
Yeah, Spaceship Earth makes the most sense for a Deadpool narration.
Yeah, guys, just to clarify, like the audio animatronic stuff is fine. Like I would say you maybe could have one of him.
Yeah.
I think like literally replacing every animatronic with Deadpool is a step too far. It like mostly focus on the narration itself.
What if it was a Deadpool mask on all the current characters?
That's still a step too far.
Just their
so
body.
Really, let me shift focus. Picture you sit in a boat and in the Mexico Pavilion, and Deadpool is telling you a parable of Donald Duck getting lost in Mexico, trying to escape his friends. And he learns lessons about friendship and responsibility. But it's Deadpool telling you the story. So.
But what story is more exciting than the story of our history? The fact that Deadpool can talk
honestly,
about
like,
an unknown Egyptian pounding papyrus.
I took a lot of history classes, and frankly, I think Donald Duck getting lost in Mexico sounds a lot more exciting to me. Especially if Deadpool is telling me that story.
But that's why you need Deadpool to make it exciting. Anyone can take a history class. In fact, most places it's required. So having Deadpool teach that, most places, not all of them.
But why would I want Deadpool to teach me something I already know when I can go to Grand Fiesta Tour and he can tell me a story about a duck?
Okay. Jacob, who you voting for?
You had to pick me first. All right. I must say, PerGron definitely did have a strong opening and like having the narration that makes sense. But I think overall, I'm going to vote for Jokers because I think he defended his pick a lot more. and then overall, combined with his opening as well, I think he had the better argument.
Okay, I'm going to cast my vote. Here's the thing. I initially I was leaning towards PerGron. PerGron had an amazing opening, very fluid, very good. Then Joker's. Here's the thing. I think Joker's technically had the better answer, just in terms of the setup there. But based on the arguments, Joker's was slowly but surely kind of winning me over. It's particularly how Joker's was taking down, PerGron's, kind of PerGron's point, and specifically about, the whole narration thing versus, the attraction itself and the oversaturation, 16 minutes, all that sort of stuff. But then it became abundantly clear to me as it kind of went through that Joker's was basically dismantling the argument with the Donald Duck points. Pretty much saying this is kind of like a pointless exercise, which really lost me. So my vote is going to PerGron.
Okay.
So that really, I was on Joker's side, and then ultimately I was like, yeah, this is pretty self-defeating. He's like, yeah, that lost all my interest. I was leaning towards right there. So yeah, so PerGron has my points. So Tiki, break the tie.
Yeah, I'm going Joker's. I just think he had way better points about I feel like the tone of Grand Fiesta fits Deadpool better. The pacing of it fits it better. Honestly, I just Spaceship Earth just is a very, very dry attraction. And I get that having Deadpool in there spices it up. I just think that Deadpool would be kind of like a band-aid to how dry Spaceship Earth is right now. Whereas I feel like Deadpool would be like a spice to Grand Fiesta, if that makes sense.
That may be true. I gotta tell you this, they're gonna get it in there somewhere because obviously Joker's gets the point. But the problem is that Joker's just said, yeah, and it's Deadpool telling a story. He didn't say why that's better. That kind of bothered me.
Well, I just spent 15 minutes explaining.
You didn't say anything of why it would be better though. You just get Deadpool's doing it.
And the pacing, like Grand Fiesta is a cartoon and Deadpool's a cartoon.
No, I know. You're saying that. I didn't get any of that from him.
I don't know. I got it all from him. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
It's irrelevant. Let's move on to the next question. Also, I'd like to say Judi Dench does have a few zingers in Spaceship Earth. So.
Oh, I was literally just hinging my entire argument on the first 3 words. I had nothing. I'm like, Deadpool, I hate his voice so much. I love Ryan Reynolds. I hate his voice. And I'm like, I don't know how to do this. So I got to open strong and then hope that Joker falters.
All right. I'm going to shout out a couple comments from Z&K channel here.
Please do.
He said, I was almost thinking American Adventure would be on the table. Imagine that with Deadpool snark.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Imagine the Muppets and Lin-Manuel Miranda riffing on the American Adventure instead of Hall of Presidents. All right, Z&K channel says, or to make it even more relevant, keeping the after connections, retheme Big Thunder Mountain into Home on the Range. Judy was in that, unfortunately. I don't hate Home on the Range. I don't know why people hate Home on the Range as much as they do. It's not a great Disney movie, but I think it's a pretty solid, I don't know, whatever.
Do you know what it is?
Did you get back to it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure.
And it held up.
Do you know why people don't like it, Tiggy? Because it's mediocre.
I don't even it's fun. It's
anyways.
It's a fine movie.
Yeah,
any Disney movie with a
Roseanne Barr cows aside, if we can press on here.
A lot of people
Disney movie with a yodeling segment gets a pass.
I think the
Randy Quaid. They just picked the worst cast.
All right, let me. Jacob, did anyone say the secret word?
Rewinding, reviewing the tapes, and no.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check for that blasted coin. I'm just going to check, as I always tend to do, in my pocket here, and
scroll.
Oh my God! It's the peso. We found the Pavilion peso.
That was quick.
Actually, Dragon, should I actually pull up the coin, or are you going to do a fake out?
Well, we're not going to know until you pull it up now, are we?
Fine.
What if you flip it and then Dragon's like, oh wait, never mind.
Well, Well, let's
Was
find
it
out.
actually the coin dragon?
Well, first off, Jokers, do you? I mean, it's,
You know what?
it's your victory
It's the-
coin. Do you want to flip
It's
it?
the first round. I'll do it.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna flip it. And we're gonna see if it's real.
Okay.
We're going to see if it's real. Heads.
Or rather, hey.
Good
Is it
news.
real dragon?
It's real.
Wow.
All right.
Yay!
Jokers has 2 points.
All right.
I
Good
can't
start.
believe
Good
it.
start.
All right, now round
Yeah.
numero dos.
The banner needs to scroll.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry.
So, as a man who, growing up a little bored by Epcot in the past,
How dare you?
I dare.
Bad take.
He said in the past.
I mean,
In the
let's
past.
be fair here, Greg. Let's be fair here, guys. Epcot does not get fun until you're able to legally drink. All right. Like,
I've
come on.
always liked Epcot.
I don't
but
think
I'm
that
also
says
a
much
fucking
for it,
nerd.
though.
I
You have
feel
to
like
be
the
drunk to
drinking is an
enjoy it.
essential part of the Epcot experience.
So it says every alcoholic has been to the park.
Yeah.
I mean, I had fun there when I went a couple of years ago, and I didn't drink at all.
See, that's the
Dang.
opinion I would like to hear of.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't usually. I mean, I drink at Epcot, but that's not why I go to Epcot.
I didn't drink at Epcot because the lines were too long and I had no
Yeah.
time to do anything.
That's why you bring your own nips into the park.
Right? Yeah. No.
Anyway, I'm so glad you asked me. What is the worst world showcase? Pavilion. What is the worst world showcase pavilion? PerGron.
I chose the American Adventure.
Okay, Jokers.
I chose Italy.
All right, PerGron. Dazzle me. Opening
All
statement.
right. So while Italy might be like the worst country, like on the planet, it is not the worst pavilion in the World Showcase. The worst pavilion is a pavilion that doesn't even represent the country that it is supposed to be depicting. The United States could have so much more than this colonial era building with people that look like they just walked out of the Hall of Presidents and Liberty Square. The American Adventure, while the attraction itself, or the show itself, does in fact represent it okay, the pavilion itself, which we're talking about, does not. It's just a big, ugly building that doesn't nearly encapsulate everything that the country of the United States has to offer. In this essay, I will.
It's a really good thesis statement.
Thank you.
It's a solid B.
Okay. Jokers.
Yeah. So Italy is just a nothing of a pavilion. It's a pavilion with a mask shop and subpar food, and really, when like the biggest icon in the park is a tower and an empty square, that's not really a good. It's not a good start. The American Adventure, like I like the American Adventure. It's obviously not quite indicative of the country as it could be, but it's not really supposed to be. Like, you have to remember like when it was built and why it was built the way it is. It's also kind of hard to make something that's all-encompassingly American. But Italy, while distinctly Italian, it just has nothing that anyone really cares about. They have pizza, which is good, and that's it. And I can get red wine, and that's all I really care about there. That is my thesis. Thank you.
All right, molto bene. Let's try and kill each other the American way with our words. Let's find out.
That's the
That's
American
not
one, right?
at all how Americans do. Yeah, no. I think what makes a pavilion good is not what it has to offer for the casual park goer. Because if that's the case, most of the World Showcase just kind of sucks. Because like Tiki was saying, if you can't drink, or if you can't, if there isn't a ride, the pavilion just objectively sucks to like 90% of people who visit. And then if you take in people who are going that have been to the countries, they just want nothing to do with it either. Like our good friend Doug.
Oh yeah,
who
Doug can attest
wrote
to
a
that for sure.
scathing review of Epcot. I thought that was hilarious. But so what it should be is it should be a tiny encapsulation of the country. And while Italy, maybe it's kind of boring, maybe it doesn't have a ton of stuff going for it, it at least encapsulates the spirit of the country. It has live entertainment all the time. Sergio the Mime is terrifying to me because I'm terrified of mimes, but he's entertaining. There are all kinds of different things that are always going on in there. It does have pizza, which you can't really get a good pizza in Disney World outside of there, even if it's not the best pizza ever. And it just feels very distinctly Italy. What the American Adventure does have is it has a show. What it doesn't have is anything else encapsulating the American spirit. And yeah, it's meant to be, quote, the host nation and whatever. But if we're going to be representing a country, it feels like it needs to go more. It needs to at least have the square with a couple shops and, whatever the pavilions has. This has the least amount of stuff in it. And what it does have is just, it's a stage on the waterfront where they put on a Christmas pageant. It's an animatronic show that works half the time, or half the things work half the time. And it has a barbecue place that's, kind of okay. What it doesn't have is anything that feels distinctly American.
That's where I disagree. I do think I think all-encompassingly, it's distinctly American. It has the American Adventure, obviously, which is a show about the history of the country. And again, I think a big reason why they went with the design they did is because Epcot was opened so soon after the bicentennial, and they were all on the high of fucking 1976, as we all were. They have the barbecue, which again is distinctly American, not even necessarily counting the quality of the food, though I have heard it's really good. I've been wanting to go, I haven't been able to. Even past that, they have funnel cakes, which is a distinctly American food. They have beer, craft beer. If you go into the shop, they actually have American goods, and they have like moonshine, and they have like American art and stuff like that. When you go to Italy, they have a really, really good pizza restaurant. They have Neptune's Fountain, and they have a shop with perfume and $300 Venetian masks. You walk outside, there's a mime miming. That's great. I don't really associate mimes with Italy, but it's a mime. It's something to see. You walk out in the water, they have gondolas, but you can't go in them. They have half a canal that they didn't finish because I guess Italy wasn't good enough. Like there's just nothing here. there's 3 shops with four things to buy between the 3. A really good pizza restaurant and an empty square. I'm sorry, and sometimes a mime. And at least the American Adventure has the show, it has the architecture, which despite not necessarily completely encompassing American architecture, is still distinctly and recognizably American. They have a rotating exhibit of different American cultures, like Native American culture, Native American culture, jazz, Native American culture. They had a really cool exhibit on jazz after Soul came out. Like, they're actively doing stuff to this pavilion to make it different and make it worthwhile to keep visiting. And I do think it's distinctly American, especially during Food and Wine too, when they have the stands open where they have even more craft beer and like some interesting American foods. Where Italy they don't really do anything to it. They for Flower and Garden, they put a Lady in the Tramp topiary out in front. That's not even Italian; they're American. So they don't have characters to put in there. I think at the very least, Italy is the pavilion that needs the most done to it to make it a worthwhile pavilion, and that's why I think it is the worst pavilion in World Showcase.
See,
oh, geez, okay, that was quick.
That came out quick.
Yeah.
Tiki.
Yeah. Oh, this is really tricky. Oh man. God, it's basically like attractions versus atmosphere. I'm gonna go PerGron, and it's really close. It's really close.
You think the Italy pavilion is atmosphere?
Yes, I do.
Don't respond to that. You can't.
No, I'm genuinely curious because I don't think it does.
I'm a fan of Sergio, for one. I did have one really memorable encounter with him where I was just sitting there, just taking some pictures, and he just rolls up. So, like, him being there does add a level of, like, I understand people that don't like mimes aren't going to like him, but I don't know. And I do think mimes are pretty distinctly Italian, if I'm being honest, especially that type of mime. And then I just
French.
I don't know. And then I just think
no, it's totally valid. Yeah.
And the point of the it is like one of the few places in all of Disney property, probably throughout the fucking world that you can get a good slice of pizza. Yeah, I don't know. American Adventure, it's so like, if it was a better pavilion just as far as like kinetic energy goes, then I think it would easily win because it's obviously got the better attraction roster. But I just think Italy, just the design of Italy kind of like more represents the kind of like the eclectic nature of Showcase.
My vote is for Jokers. So, Jacob, what are you coming down?
PerGron.
Okay.
Okay. Close.
Yeah.
All right. PerGron's got 1. Joker's got 2. And Jacob, did anyone say the secret word?
No.
No, we're moving on to round 3.
Okay, really quick with some comments.
After we get some comments in.
All right, Z&K says, I'd argue the Outpost Africa is pretty nothing. It's just a bridge. Yeah, that doesn't even count.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
that would be...
technically not a country.
Yeah. Was Italy ever planned to get an attraction? I believe it was,
Yeah,
right?
It was supposed to get the gondola.
Yeah. Let's see. The George Washington AA and American Adventure is silent, so that pavilion has a mime. Is that a recent thing that's been going on?
Probably. The last time I went, everything was working.
Yeah, same.
Everything's been collapsing with COVID, so I don't really know.
Yeah, George Washington's always been silent, but no,
I think it's an aesthetic choice. I think Washington's supposed to be speechless with the state of the world.
Yeah.
But like Rosie the Riveter doesn't work all the time. Like when
no.
the thing comes down,
So no, she can't.
Yeah, and then the gas station in the Great Depression scene doesn't come all the way up.
Oh, really?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's weird.
So like
that gas station is probably my favorite set piece in the whole show. So that's a bummer.
Yeah, it doesn't come all the way. Sometimes it does, but like the last time I was there, I saw the show 3 times because I had nothing better to do.
So we're saying America's broken.
Yes.
Hey, we've been saying that for 200 years.
I mean, I don't think anyone on either side is going to disagree with that.
Yeah. I mean, I think some people are going to say, "Well, we have duct tape and glue, though." But it's
no more broken than other places. Yeah.
True. Yeah, it's
Nah, I think it's more broken than other places. Not every place, but I think there's places that are doing better.
Okay, next question.
We have Crazy Glue. Canada has Gorilla Glue. We're going to move on from there. So,
all right.
Round number
Hold
3.
on, I'm not getting done getting.
You have more comments?
Yeah, we got more comments.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought that was okay. Please go on.
All right. As for Regal Eagle's food, it's okay. Theming's incredibly lacking. It's a step lower than Pizza Rizzo.
Yeah, but it's better than what they used
literally
to have.
Sam on the logo and 4 clip art pictures. That's disappointing.
It's better than what they used to have.
Yeah. Also,
Sam
just
happen to have a
recently.
mustache?
No.
Also, just recently, they had characters from Pinocchio doing meet and greets in America.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then Monkey says, replace every American Adventure character with Kenny from South Park. All right. Why not? All right. Round 3.
So we've had an impressive string
Speaking of animatronics.
We've had an impressive string of audio animatronics, which begs the question, what is the best audio animatronic in Epcot? PerGron.
I went with Olaf in the Frozen, whatever the hell it's called. Frozen.
Well.
Wow, just
Mail-
oozing with confidence in your attraction.
Maelstrom 2.
I'm talking about the animatronic, not the ride.
I know.
I got the snowman.
I've got Elham.
Yeah.
And I just like the way Sven's eyes are glowing. Kind of looks terrifying in the picture I chose.
Yeah, Olaf looks like he's like leaning over you, like he just beat you up, and he's gonna sick his dog on you.
And Sven just looks like he's like,
"Hey, guy, where's my money? Where's my money?"
Yeah.
I'm on a podcast with a bunch of sick puppies. I just don't.
I was talking about Sven. Sven's eyes are glowing in that picture. It's just like. Okay, moving on.
Jokers.
Yeah, I have the anglerfish from Finding Nemo.
Much confidence in these answers, I can say.
I don't know what the ride's
Just
called.
PerGron, just give your opening statement.
See, this is what we think of IP and Epcot attractions.
Yeah.
No, I mean, probably like one of the best animatronics that's been like introduced to the parks in recent years anywhere, except maybe outside of like Tokyo because they're doing some really cool shit. Sorry. But Olaf is he's really fluid. It moves super well. It is a weird juxtaposition against the creepy like projection faces that are in the rest of the ride. But it feels like they brought Olaf to life and you're standing there and he's physically present, which doesn't feel like that with like any other animatronic that I could think of in the parks. Or in Epcot, at least.
Jokers.
Yeah, the anglerfish is pretty cool. I really like it because of how jarring it is. The rest of the attraction is just screens, and then suddenly there's an animatronic anglerfish. It's really fluid. I never see it have downtime, unlike Olaf. So it's really reliable. It looks really
experience.
Yeah, same.
I literally had to ride Nemo like 3 times to see the anglerfish.
I'm
Yeah, I
sorry,
saw
I
it
thought we
break
were
down a
doing
lot,
opening
actually.
space statements, Tiki. Yeah, well, I genuinely haven't ever seen it down, but we can get into that during the debate portion. No, I think it's a really cool animatronic. I don't know, I think it stands out a lot, especially because of what attraction it's in. I kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, it's a cool animatronic.
Okay, let's fight it out.
All right, so the anglerfish is the best animatronic in the ride that only has one animatronic. I will definitely give that to you.
Yeah,
it's also
and it's the
worst
best,
stuff.
and it's the best animatronic in a park with only 3 animatronics.
Disagree. The anglerfish is it's a kind of a puppet on a bar, and I have
No, it's a kook arm.
Like the animatronic itself isn't. It's like just a thing. Like it's.
No, but the whole thing is technically an animatronic.
I mean, I guess
it's
like,
semantics. I don't know. We were fighting semantics today.
I could
Olaf is just hydraulics in a snowman.
I could put a watermelon on a kuka arm and it does the same thing. I can't put a watermelon.
It wouldn't open its mouth. It wouldn't frighten you in the dark.
If I had a watermelon to give it a mouth, it absolutely would. if a watermelon just appeared in front of me in the dark, it would probably frighten me. And
a floating watermelon just through the darkness.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying. But no, like
see, that's what the anglerfish has over Olaf. Olaf's not scary. Just look at him. He's smiling. He's dancing. The anglerfish dances and intimidates. That's totally different. It's much more impressive.
The picture we're looking at right now, Olaf is terrifying. But
when I walk into the living seas starring Nemo and his friends, I don't expect to be startled. And then I go around a corner into pitch black darkness, and I am fucking terrified until someone inevitably takes a flash picture, and I realize that it's just an animatronic, and then it's okay. But for those few moments where I've forgotten, it's terrifying. When I see Olaf, I just see an anthropomorphic snowman, and I can see those. They're a dime a dozen, really. I can see them anywhere I want.
You know, I wouldn't expect you to have seen anglerfish being not in my field, but anglerfish for me.
I've been on many travels, yes.
They're a dime a dozen for me. So like for me, I don't know what field you're in, but I don't see too many talking snowmen. But
I'm in deep sea biology, PerGron, so I see a lot of anglerfish too. But none as big as this one. They're usually much smaller, and that's why I think it's so impressive that they were able to get an anglerfish up so far, make them so big. I'm sure. I guess they feed them a lot. I don't really know. I don't quite know the biology of it. I'm not a professional. I'm more an amateur.
If you want to go with the scariest figure, though, if that's what really brings it home, every other animatronic in Frozen Ever After is terrifying because they have that projection face. Olaf is a warm hug. Olaf
they just have a
to
lot of makeup
welcome
on.
you.
That's why they look like that.
And Olaf is just such a fluid character, and he goes down every once in a while. Honestly, there was a long time where the anglerfish was like actually in B mode and was not moving until they did some work on it. So you got lucky and have.
I've been on it a ton of times, and I don't think I've ever seen it down.
See, I go
But
on it
I've
all
also-
the time because it's until I discovered you could go in through the gift shop. It was the only way for me to get into the aquarium.
No, that's fair.
So I've been.
I mean,
on
I've
that
also
attraction.
never seen the rabbit in a Splash Mountain down either, so I think I just get very consistently lucky.
You just get really lucky.
I'm just
no.
really. I know when the animatronics are working.
Right, you're just always on it. No, but the
so as someone
anglerfish,
who's
it was-
seen the animatronics working as God intends them to, I think the anglerfish is the most impressive because he chases the little tiny fish so perfectly, and he knows to stay away from us. And Olaf has no sense of personal space, and I don't like that.
There's
I
no
don't like
animatronic that's walking towards you.
Yes,
He
there
might
is
not have
Ben
a
Franklin in the American Adventure.
He's not walking towards you. He's walking.
He gets
perpendicular to
right
you.
up against
He
the
is working-
stage,
he is
and he
working
starts talking
parallel
about
to you.
French women.
But no, Olaf he's such a fluid animatronic. It's an animatronic for the modern age. And yeah,
Fluid.
the
I thought he
anglerfish
was
is the
solid.
best in its attraction. He's fluid in the summer, damn it. But it's such a good animatronic where the anglerfish is the best in its ride, but it's also the worst in its ride by default. So like Olaf it's so fluid. It moves very fluidly. It walks towards you. He skates around.
So
and
I think the
anglerfish
real
is just
question,
kind of on a Kuka arm.
I think the real question is which animatronic do you think would win in a fight?
I think
And my money's on the anglerfish.
All right, that's it. We're done.
damn it, I wanted to get into that one. Wish I had picked Ben Franklin for that one. I think Ben Franklin could take an anglerfish.
AK!
Yes.
Vote.
Olaf. I think it's pretty easy. I think,
Really?
Yeah, I think this is pretty much like a done deal, unfortunately.
I had such solid arguments.
Yeah.
Jacob!
Oh, God.
I'm gonna vote for the
You guys are
anglerfish.
breaking dragon.
Like, I'm gonna vote for the anglerfish. Just kidding. I'm voting for Olaf.
All right.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, that's 2 PerGron. I'm going to make it a trifecta. 3 PerGron.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
what?
An upset.
No. I'm sorry. 3 of us. I mean, 3 votes for.
Oh,
PerGron.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking the points. Okay,
No.
my
The
bad,
points
my
they're
bad.
tied up. They both have 2.
Okay. Yeah, because for a second there, Dragon, I was thinking like, I dislike Joker's argument so much, I'm giving PerGron 2 points. That's literally what I thought you were doing there for a second.
No.
Joker's put
Alright.
second and was stuck with the anglerfish. I'm gonna make him lose 2.
All right. I honestly think you would have had better luck arguing Ben Franklin.
I know. I thought of Ben Franklin as soon as we started the show. I
Yeah.
was thinking,
Yeah.
I think you might just given Dragon an idea for a future penalty.
Oh, God. All right. Speaking of which, Jacob, penalty word. Was it said?
No.
No. Okay.
I need to think of
Okay,
more.
so it's not Ben Franklin.
I need to think of more of these Dragon.
Almost was.
it's not French women either.
No, that was the last.
Because when I think Epcot, I think French women.
Think of more of these Dragon.
I go to Epcot just to hear Ben Franklin serenade me about French women, man.
No,
That's
no,
my
it's like-
Epcot.
It's like a really angry old man rant. He's he's just really intense about it.
Tiki, we can go with the comments.
When did this turn into a
Yeah,
escape
okay, guys. Okay, hold on. We got a lot of comments,
Yeah.
so let's.
Like, when did this turn into Escape from Tomorrow?
Oh God.
Today.
All right, let's see. A lot of comments here. Really appreciate the comments. Let's see. Yeah, I've seen the anglerfish 7 times. Let's see. Monkey says that Olaf pick looks like he's going to ask you if you want to see a dead body. Ride starts. This is nice. Olaf starts walking. This is awesome. Z&K says, I've seen the anglerfish reset itself several times. I'm going to skip the imagination one. That doesn't really have a lot to do with anything. Sorry, Rob. Let's see. So a Melon Lord animatronic.
From Avatar Last Airbender.
Yeah. Right. Z&K channel says there's some other Nemo attractions that have better jump scare effects with the Angler and Bruce. I think it's Crush Coaster in one of the Asian parks. I think Crush Coaster is Crush Coaster only in Paris. I know it Disney Studios Paris.
I think it's only in Paris.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Z&K's most recent comment did retract that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Well, Paris is technically Asia. They're one continent.
Yeah, it's
really.
the same landmass,
It's
really.
Eurasia.
Same kind of bread.
And then also Z&K says, the Jumpin' Brer Rabbit has been down a lot recently. It's funny with Brer Rabbit. When I was first going to Disney World, back about 5 years ago, I was having good luck with it. But my last couple trips, it's just been MIA.
You know what's funny? When it was brought up there, I was the ride POV I looked at for some research. I kept seeing the anglerfish down, so it's kind of
I think the anglerfish is honestly really temperamental. I
genuinely
You lucked out. I
don't
don't know
think
how
I've
you did
ever
it, but
seen it down.
You lucked out.
Yeah, I don't.
And I've been on it many times.
Between that and Brer Rabbit jokers, you just have freakish luck.
You're right. I'm so good. Just not at Disneyland. If I go to Disneyland, I get evacuated all the time.
What if Joker's superpower is just being able to avoid animatronics in B mode?
No, I get to see everything in
That's his very lame secret power.
Jokers, just go ride Everest many times.
I know, right?
I saw the Yeti working once. I wrote it
I
wrote it a month after it opened.
All right, guys.
I was on it opening day, and I remember it was terrifying.
Yeah.
When you go, the animatronics work. When I go, it's later announced the rides are closing down.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have to get to the speed round. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm sorry. Hold on. We have to go through this rigmarole first. Now it's all tied up, guys. So it's it's an even game. So make your choice carefully here.
Who feels like flip? I'm sorry. Would you like to do the coin?
I'm tag teaming it, Dragon. I'm sorry.
Go on.
All right, PerGron, would you like to flip?
I'm good.
Okay, Jokers, would you like to flip?
No.
Okay, that was eventful. Dragon, are we going to need the coin again?
Oh, I want to say yes.
Okay. All right.
No.
Well, one of them says the penalty.
Wait, no, for the penalty.
Yeah, you're right. We are going to need it.
In case. All right.
Well,
Anyway.
hopefully not.
Yeah.
We sure hope so.
Yeah, we might say. They might get said.
Okay, 2-2, guys. So for the live viewers, now is the time to start sending in your questions.
So by all means, folks, send in some some questions, and we'll use them. And you get the judge who made the better argument, who gets the point for the round. So folks, just submit us some questions, ideally Epcot or Guardians of the Galaxy or something specific.
If Jokers and I submit questions, do we also get to pick who wins?
No, you get a stern talking to, and that's it.
What if I use an alt? Account?
Oh God.
What if I use my many alt accounts?
TK, don't forget to post your question that you proposed.
He did it in the beginning.
Yeah, can we actually do that one?
Not right now. We'll wait on it. Okay.
All right.
It's either,
fine.
if you wanted the questionnaire, you should have told me before the show.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go.
I literally thought of it while the debate was happening, but whatever.
We'll get
There's
to
still
it.
time. Yeah.
It's still a bit of a debate left.
All right, let's go to the first speed round question.
Okay.
We're gonna need the wheel.
Oh boy.
All right, folks. Time, as you all know, we like to do a Muppet question now and again. So, Wheel of Muppets.
Hold on, sorry, I did not mean to spin that.
That was perfect timing.
I know, right?
Now we get to see how the wheel works.
Okay, Kermit, yeah. All right.
Well, not so much for that pick.
Well, no, we'll just. All right.
Yeah.
We'll just
It
play again.
randomizes it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, what are the odds?
I know, right? Okay.
Okay. So if anyone wanted Kermit for the question once it gets revealed, you know who to blame for it. Okay. So spin the wheel, win a Muppet, get an answer, get a question.
Okay, so let's see. PerGron won the last point, right?
Yes.
Yes. So PerGron, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay. All right, Joker. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Who Jokers is gonna get.
Give me Kermit.
Well, there you go.
Oh, hey, Wanda, just wandering the rose bushes. All right.
All right. Now on to PerGron. Let's see what PerGron's gonna get. All right. Going for a spin. Taking the wheel for a spin. And our destination is.
Oof.
Bean Bunny.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, think about how adorable that is. You have from Muppet Vision. You have.
No, I know it
Sweetums.
is the Muppet Vision duo. That is kind of funny.
All right. Who's ready for the question?
I guess.
All right. So, inspired by, of course, Muppets Go to Walt Disney World, which is fun little special, little nugget. I recommend folks check out. Which Muppet should become vacation buddies on a trip to Epcot with Nick Cage? This is inspired by The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent as well, which is kind of a vacation destination film to a degree. So again, basically you're going to be arguing why Joker's case why Sweetums should be vacation buddies with Nick Cage and vice versa, Bean Bunny with Nick Cage on vacation to Epcot.
Oh Jesus! All
right. So whenever so by the way, of course, with speed round, in addition to the audience submitted questions, 30 seconds followed by a 15-second rebuttal, and the first to 5 points wins the game.
Okay.
All right. Oh, one important detail I should mention.
Oh, God.
So, in honor of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, I'm offering both of you a little lifeline. How fun. Little lifeline is called the rewind function. So what happens here is both of you, before the deliberation happens, for whoever is going to judge who gets the point, does that, you have the option, both of you, one time through any point in the speed round, to rewind the fight. As in, you can basically, you both have the option to call a do-over. Same answers, just got to do it over again.
I like that twist. That's a good twist.
Okay, so remember, before the deliberation is made, you can call it.
Okay.
Both of you, you get one,
And
like Spider-Man.
Would it be the whole thing, like the whole round, or just that particular segment?
I mean, like the whole round, the whole question. You get to do the question over again. So 30 seconds, 15 seconds, all over again for both of you.
Huh, all right.
Okay. So, Jokers, when you're ready, when you start speaking, the clock's
30 seconds of 15. I'm sorry.
30 followed by 15.
Perfect. Okay. I think Sweetums is just pretty amiable, so I think he'd be really good to be vacation buddy with Nick Cage, and he's just weird enough that it makes sense for Nick Cage. Like if I saw them at Epcot, I wouldn't be surprised to have seen them together at Epcot. It's like the buddy cop duo I never knew I wanted. So I think Nick Cage would be wanting to do the day, and Sweetums would be cool with whatever his buddy wants to do, and they just have a really fun day at Epcot riding Test Track and the new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, coming May, whatever.
This Memorial Day.
Yeah.
All right, Jokers. Now on to PerGron.
Yeah.
So if there's one thing I know about Bean Bunny, and this is the only thing I know about Bean Bunny, Bean Bunny wants to be loved. And you know who else wants to be loved? Is Nick Cage. Nick Cage doesn't get a lot of love. Neither does Bean Bunny. Bean Bunny's been cut out of every Muppets property to the point I don't even know him. Nick Cage doesn't get all the roles that Nick Cage used to do. They're both incredibly talented, and they both deserve love, and they're going to give that love to each other. The two of them are going to love each other. They're going to be best friends, and they're going to go watch Ben Franklin talk about angry French women on the American Adventure together, and they're going to be best friends doing it.
Oh, man.
Why are they angry?
The French women aren't
I
angry.
totally
Benjamin
forgot
Franklin's
about this French
angry.
woman thing.
We're
man.
establishing the lore as we go.
Anyway, okay, refocus.
This is a bigger fish story. First, it was
I-
Ben Franklin angry about the French women. Now it's the French women that are angry.
They're
Like,
angry
suddenly I'm
back.
just thinking that the American Adventure is just all about Ben Franklin's problems with French women.
Yeah,
Cable, the angry French.
it's all
lady.
about his late life sexcapades in Paris.
Ben, draw me like one of your French women. Why am I so angry in this picture?
Oh, God.
Anyway, my first rebuttal.
No, your only rebuttal.
Well, no, I know. Well, I had 2 points, but I actually forgot the first one, so I'm just kind of gonna
Okay.
go with it, and we'll see if I remember somewhere down the road.
Well, you got 15 seconds.
Yes, I know. That's a lot of time. It's okay. So, really, I don't think they would be good buddies because Bean Bunny wants to be loved, but also his main shtick is that he's also very annoying. So I don't think that would really work too well for Nicolas Cage, who is also annoying. So it would be like two very strong personalities just outdoing each other unintentionally.
Okay, I feel like Nick Cage and Bean Bunny are the same level of annoying, and they both can tolerate annoying very, very well. To the point that I don't even think they'd realize they're being annoying to each other. Sweetums is too passive. He'd be afraid of Nick Cage, and Nick Cage would very easily overwhelm him.
Oh, the point I forgot was that PerGron was very dangerously, like, walking out a line of almost pornography.
No, it was not smut.
You went on for 10 seconds about how they love each other.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm really disappointed that I'm just gonna say it now because the rounds, well, I want to make sure again. Well, no one's enacting the things. I was gonna say it, all right? Because I'm gonna judge this round.
Yeah.
Just first off, I'm just gonna say honestly, I think. You know what's funny? I swear to God. Here's the thing. PerGron kind of made Joker's argument for me, so de facto, Joker's wins. But again, PerGron kind of made it so Joker's won because he made that Sweetums point. He'd be afraid of Nick Cage, which sounds hilarious.
I honestly would have Dragon. That's fine. I know you're judging this, but I honestly would have gone Bean Bunny because I do think that. I do think they make a good point about they're both kind of like outcasts for having really strong personalities, and
I do think that Bean's character would if you really want to again humor this, I do think that Bean's character would make him too annoying because that's kind of his shtick.
That's fair. That's
well,
fair.
I think here's the missed opportunity. Honestly, I mean, had I heard this, it would have been an instant win, kind of. There's like a large pile of kind of points on the table here with the fact that you can make the Con Air possibilities with Bean Bunny. Bunny, anyway.
Oh God.
Now, Jacob, I believe you have something to tell our players, don't you?
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh God.
we received an utterance of one of the magic words.
Yeah, it was Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Actually, no.
Really?
In retrospect, we probably should have thought of that, though. Jacob.
As soon as I said it, I thought that was the word.
It was actually it was in the same sentence, though. One of the word was test track.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so we're going to the coin, and we're going to assign folks. When this coin gets flipped, nothing good happens.
Thank God no one picked test track for that first
We
one.
really don't want Tails. Tails is just if Tails gets flipped, then it's just gonna destroy humanity as we know it, Dragon.
Well, I mean, maybe not that severe.
If it
but
comes
it's not
up Tails, the channel gets deleted.
Oh God!
Well, no, that's 2 months from now. Anyway, so anyway, so again, heads. Well, we'll reveal what the penalty is. But again, folks, you don't want if it lands Tails.
Oh shit!
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
All right.
Tell them what the other word was before we reveal the penalty.
You know what, Jacob? Let me ask you this: Do you want to keep the other word on the table as like an additional penalty, or do you want to just?
I
just
think
not?
you should keep the other word on the table.
Two people brought it up. I'll keep it on the table for an additional penalty.
Keep these people on their toes, man.
My
Yes.
toes are starting to hurt, Tiki. This isn't fair.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you what tails is. I'm not going to tell you what heads is. I'm going to tell you what tails is. All right. All right. Okay. So tails is your opponent right now is going to pick one of the pavilions, and you will be banned from using any attraction or that pavilion. Any of the answers. So like no pavilion, no usage there.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, like pavilion is in any like.
You're going to ban him
world.
from a pavilion. He can't use anything in that
So
pavilion.
like
even
Future World East.
Oh, so a
Future
full
World West, is
pavilion.
that how
full
we're
pavilion. You can't
Future
use
World
anything
stuff?
in it, and your opponent gets the pick. So pick wisely, PerGron. His fate is.
Hold
in
on,
your
hold
hands.
on, Dragon. We need
No,
to
no,
define...
Tiki, like a building, not a land.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
So like imagination, living with the land, stuff like that. Okay, got it. Okay.
All right, I am going to ban jokers. This also applies to real life jokers.
I was just gonna say whatever you pick is already real life. So.
I am going to ban jokers from the Imagination Pavilion.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
No skunk smelly laters for you, jokers.
Damn it! No Eric Idle. Whatever will I do?
Okay. So we're gonna move on to let's see. Trying to see if which question we should go with next. Jacob, what question do you think we should go? You want to go with an audience question? Or you want to go with one of the pre-selected questions?
We just did two regular questions. We just never did. But let's go with an audience question.
Okay. Well, Tiki, because I mean, let's see if we can go with an audience question before we go with your question. Unless do you really want to do your question right now?
Let me see what we have for audience questions.
All right, see what we have. Okay.
I don't think we have too much.
Yeah, I don't think so either. We have
Lucky had a really good question.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with mine for now.
Okay. All right. Okay, your question is, besides Spaceship Earth, what is the icon of Epcot? Tiki, you're going to judge this round.
Yep.
Does it have to be a building or?
Yeah,
Ask
any
it?
sort of
Okay.
symbol, any sort of like
Yeah.
structure, yeah.
Does it have to be standing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say the new Epcot fountain in front of Spaceship Earth.
I don't even know what that looks like. I'm gonna have to Google search it really quick. Hold on.
Look it up. They used to have it in front of Epcot when the park first opened, and they just reinstalled it like 2 years ago, maybe.
Fountain of Nations.
No, not the Fountain of Nations. Let me see if I can find it.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Okay, I got it. You'll have to kind of like describe how the water effects actually work, but yeah. Like
I just posted a link to it in our chat.
Okay.
So.
All right, PerGron.
All right, I'm gonna go with the glass pyramids in Imagination.
Am I allowed to argue against it?
You're allowed to argue against it, you're just not allowed to use it yourself.
Yeah, you're just going to argue against it with envy.
My game plan all along failed.
It's using innuendo to get through this argument the whole time. That certain building in Future World West.
Building I got banned from.
Yeah. I came in with ideas. They said, "Whoa, too much imagination."
Oh God!
And they gave him the boot in the frying pan.
They tried to assimilate me into the Eric Idle moon face. It's where it sources its power. Anyway,
That sounds like a metal band.
that could have been the 11th Eldritch Horror.
Damn it. I still have to edit that.
So do I.
Oh, please do. Come on, guys.
Guys, we're gonna
Tiki, we've been so busy.
Yeah, we're gonna get our 2021 awards before the 2022 awards.
No, as long as we have it done by New Year's Eve of 2022, we're good.
All right, if we can refocus here, just can we get back on point?
All right, I'm going first. At the fountain. So the fountain's like both old and new, I guess. It was one of the first things you see when you enter the park when the park first opened. Then it was sort of replaced, and then they reinstalled it. And I think it's a really good icon because it's the original park icon, like the logos on the glass panes are the original park icon, which they're getting back to. And B, it's just like a really, really nice, really beautiful, like icon of the park as a whole, because it represents all the pavilions and the park, really, the ideals of the park. That's what it was. Yeah.
All right. So if there's one thing that in Epcot represents Epcot, it is the Imagination Pavilion. The glass pyramids are one of the most iconic things. If you look up Epcot, it's one of the first things that you're going to see. Figment is becoming an icon, and his building is something that people of every generation that has been to Epcot knows and loves. And whether the ride inside is good or not, those glass pyramids are always going to be iconic. They represent the imagination behind Epcot and one of its most popular attractions.
So that pavilion in Future World West is criminally underutilized. Those glass pyramids aren't even used anymore, except for a DVC lounge very recently. The fountain is really cool. It's very pretty. You can look at things. And, most importantly, you can't be disappointed by a fountain.
You can be disappointed by a fountain when they remove the Fountain of Nations, and this is what we got instead. And the pavilion, the Imagination Pavilion, the glass pyramids are just super iconic throughout Tales. This is just a fountain that is there new.
PerGron, I very clearly said you cannot be disappointed by a fountain.
I very clearly was disappointed by it.
Yeah, I think PerGron pretty clearly gets that point.
Bullshit
Joker,
bias.
honestly, one of my big issues with the one that you picked is just like it pretty much has Spaceship Earth as the backdrop anyways.
Yeah, but I don't think it's because of Spaceship Earth.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's like the pyramids are its own, like, completely original visual, whereas this is just like, all right. But anyway, and just like the fountain thing, that last takedown was great.
I will say, I think the fountain was reinstalled before the Fountain of Nations was dismantled.
Because the Fountain of Nations, I mean, from what I am seeing of this fountain, just Fountain of Nations is honestly just freaking like that thing was like fire.
Oh yeah, did you ever see it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, Fountain of Nations is great. It's a shame they got rid of it.
Yeah. All right.
Jacob, did you hear anything during that round?
Funnily enough, yes.
Oh my god.
Was it me again?
Oh my god. Wow.
Questions and you guys said both the words.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was actually not Jokers this time. It was PerGron.
Damn right.
No.
And the magic word this time was Figment.
Okay.
Ooh.
Damn it, that's too relevant.
Now I'm going to warn you.
I
yet
think
again.
Test Track was too relevant too, honestly.
All right, so let me ask you, Tika, I'm going to let you make the call here. Should
Okay.
I make heads the really bad option, or tails? Keep tails the really bad.
Make them
option.
both a really bad option.
No, they're both bad options.
I
One's gonna
didn't
be-
really- I
I'm
didn't
talking
really
the worst
think that.
option. So what?
Let's switch it around. Let's switch it up. Make
All right,
make
heads.
heads the bad option. Yeah.
heads is going to be the really bad one.
Is
Let's switch it
heads
up.
going to be the same really bad option, or is it a different one?
Oh, it's a different one.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh.
What if I got banned from a pavilion and PerGron has to like give up points?
Yeah.
It's totally different levels of bad.
Okay, you want me to tell you what it is?
Yep.
No,
All right. Okay.
you don't have to. We can just move on.
Okay. So, PerGron. Okay, Jokers is going to pick your next speed round answer.
Okay.
All right, that's fair.
Okay? Believe me, it could have been a lot worse. You got
It
off
could have
lucky.
been.
Can we
As long
know
as I
what the
keep my
last
points.
what the worst option was?
Do you really want me to tell you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Had it landed, had I not switched it, had I not made heads, the really bad one, PerGron would have been saddled with a pavilion and ride options of Joker's choice.
Okay, this is basically the same thing.
Well, no, the inverse of it is, and he would only have he's not.
Oh, he
banned.
could
He's,
only use that.
He can only use
Oh.
basically
Oh, God.
in relation to
That's interesting.
Oh,
basically
that would have
pick
been
a ride
really
or
hard.
attraction. He would have been only able to pick from that.
Oh,
That would be
man.
fun. We've had a lot of mission space talk.
I know.
You
right?
underestimate my ability to. You underestimate my ability to shitpost, though. I argued that Gaston isn't the villain of Beauty and the Beast, and it was a capitalism instead. So.
All right. You guys have to give me a reminder of the score.
That's
I
what I'm
was
saying.
gonna
It's
ask the
3-3, isn't it?
3-3. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, that brings us to. Okay.
Let me check the comments really quick. See.
Oh,
See. There was one that I did like. It's a little niche, but let's see. Z and K says, okay, here we go. We're gonna do this one. Which movie-based quote-unquote attraction at Epcot do you think is lazier? The Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival or Beauty and the Beast sing-along?
Film festival.
All right,
That's
Jokers, you got the sing-along?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Do you guys, just to clarify, do you guys both know enough about these to even do this?
I've never seen the sing along, but I'm sorry. This is an argument. I've seen it 10 times. I am very well versed in the Beauty and the Beast sing along.
One day he just went to the park just to marathon the sing-along.
I did. I saw it was open. Actually, I was in the park the day it opened, and they had the voice actress of Belle in the park, and I saw her. But,
Really? That's actually pretty
yeah,
cool.
it was really cool. I just happened to be there.
Oh, man.
But,
Oh, God. And also, Monkey says the musical 1776 cut out a Ben Franklin Sexcapades number.
They actually added that back into the Beauty and the Beast sing
And then Hamilton also had a Ben Franklin number that the Decemberists did a cover of.
Ooh.
Yeah, and both of those are actually in the American Adventure currently.
It is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have. They got rid of the gas station, and now the Decemberists rise up. And
Yeah,
it's not animatronics. It's not animatronics. It's them. It's the Decemberists.
They're chained there like a bear in a circus.
They're all chained. They're all chained to the stage.
I mean, I think the Decemberists have had one of the best runs of any American band in the past 20 years, but I digress.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get a gig at Disney like that. They're definitely doing pretty well.
Anyways. Okay, so yeah. PerGron, you have the short film festival whenever you're
Remember,
you're ready.
Z and K suggested this, right?
Yes.
I don't.
Z and K, you're going to call this round.
Do I go first again, or is PerGron?
No,
PerGron's
PerGron
going
goes
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, which one's the laziest? It's the Pixar Short Film Festival. It's they're literally just short films that are put in front of movies that are now on a screen. Yes, Get a Horse is there, and it was kind of neat, but now that's even on Disney Plus. So like, it's not even like you get something unique. The Beauty and the Beast sing along is at least a unique experience you can only get at Epcot. You can see all of those shorts on Disney Plus from the comfort of your home in your pajamas, and it's a better experience. Oh, I still had 3 seconds. I thought it was 25. I yield my time to the chair.
It's a vamp. No. So I mean, really, when you can't even commit to a theater show, that's how you know it's lazy. This Beauty and the Beast show only shows for like half the day, and they switch back out for impressions. If I want to watch Beauty and the Beast, I can watch it at home. I don't need to pay $120 to go to a theme park to spend half of my day watching Beauty and the Beast in a theater where LeFou just screams at me for most of it. At least the short film festival's fun. They're all converted to 3D, which is unique. Beauty and the Beast doesn't do that. Just the screens, like going to a movie.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Yeah, so Beauty and the Beast is at least a different take, though. You get to see LeFou's take on Beauty and the Beast, where all these short films are, they're in 3D, but they're still just short films that you get in front of a movie or on Disney Plus that are just repurposed to be in a theater that needs something else.
I can watch Beauty and the Beast on Disney Plus. I don't need LeFou to narrate the movie back to me that I've already seen. This is a band-aid because they didn't want to commit to getting rid of Impressions de France. And really, it's pointless. They barely added anything. They didn't need to give LeFou. I don't care about LeFou. I just want to watch Beauty and the Beast. I don't want to do the Epcot.
All right, Z and K, we're going to give the opportunity here, hopefully very soon, just to rule on who had the best argument. That person.
Imagine if they just put Beauty and the Beast in the theater and you just had to watch the entire
thing.
And just the sing-along.
I think we have a vote.
Well, it's that what he thinks,
he feels
that what he thinks was the better argument.
So that means that PerGron gets it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So PerGron has 4 points. So if PerGron gets this next one, PerGron wins. But Jokers is not out of the game yet.
And we're out of audience questions, unless you have any pre-submitted ones.
No.
Okay.
There is one.
Anywho.
Is there?
Well, no, we used this already.
No, there's
Monkey had one.
Yeah, Living with the Land with a Guide.
If you guys want to do that one, that's fine.
What are the other options?
Yeah.
Well, again, we have other questions that are not pre-submitted. Well, again, we have some questions that have been figured out already. So, just to make sure we get it in there, I guess. Let me throw this one. Okay, so recently the Chip and Dale trailer dropped, like a new Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Like the Disney characters. Okay, yeah.
So, what pavilion should Chip and Dale visit first if they were to go to Epcot? Which pavilion, a place in Epcot, just like which kind of geographically represented place at the park.
Not just a place.
Well, I'm just trying to dress up the pavilion aspect. Which pavilion?
I was going to say realistically, guest services.
The ticket counter.
when they're outside the ticket.
Go through baggage check.
The monorail stuff. Parking lot, I guess.
I'm ready to set this back to 1 point each. Okay.
No, don't do that.
Because I'll do it right now.
You don't want to do this for another hour and a half.
Do I? Do I have anywhere else to be right now?
He'll do. He's the man on the edge.
They want to go to Test Track.
Now that you can say it.
Yeah, now that I can say it.
Yeah, I didn't really say you could say it again, did I?
Well, too late. I just did. Take my points away.
Okay. All right, that's it. Take all the points away.
Great. Hey.
I'm kidding this time. I'm kidding this time. All right, so test track it is. All right, so test track.
I think they should visit Canada.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
Well, it gets even better.
Yep.
Oh God.
Here's the thing: before they visited your selected attraction, Chip and Dale go on the bar crawl and get hammered.
Like utterly hammered. So again, this is kind of the April Fool's Day, kind of within the month of April, it's kind of the belated April Fool's.
Okay, so Chip and Dale hammered on Test Track versus hammered in O Canada.
Yeah.
Oh man. So it's either going to be like a major motion sickness risk or a major like disturbing the peace risk.
Yeah.
It could still be motion sickness. You get motion sick in Cinerama.
In circle
Canada.
vision specifically, that's true.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you get motion sickness in Canada.
No, they
Yeah, but
tell
we're-
you not to like move around.
Yeah, no,
Where-
that's true.
Yeah.
In the circle vision shows.
So
Yeah.
where I pick Canada, do I have to go with just the Circle Vision show, or can I just like?
They're basically just drunk in the Canada Pavilion. Just
Yeah,
doing
I was thinking just like the Canada Pavilion.
just basically they can do whatever you want. They're just drunk doing whatever they want.
Oh God. Oh, I started in Mexico, so when I got to the Canada Pavilion, I was like, "Oh, I made it around the world."
And then he passed out.
Then I got a spot for illuminations that I probably inadvertently stole from someone without realizing
Hey,
it.
Drunken
fuck
loud.
those
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
All right, let's hear it for drunk Chip and Dale.
Oh God.
Who's going first? Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Whoever answered first.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just want
Yeah.
to make sure.
It's you. Go on.
Okay. So Chip and Dale, they like the drink. But I think another point of their characters is that they're proud. So they would get too drunk and not realize that they're too drunk and then want to be adventurous. So they'll go on test track. And then they'll get to test track and realize that they're not tall enough. So they would stack each other into a trench coat,
Oh God.
get through the turnstiles, still totally shit faced. And they'll ride the ride. They'll try to build the car, but they're too drunk to do so. They'll sit down. They'll have no idea what's going on.
Now, I've always felt like Chip and Dale are both an amalgamation of my own personality. You know what I like to do when I get blackout drunk? I like to go and listen to live performances of Gordon Lightfoot songs. I like to go stare at waterfalls. I like to eat maple popcorn. And I feel like Chip and Dale would enjoy all those things. I can see them clapping to the live band, singing The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, even though they don't know the words. I can see them chowing down on maple popcorn. I cannot see them riding the fastest ride in Walt Disney World.
You know, I think there's one very important thing that your argument was missing, and it's two chipmunks in a trench coat. But realistically, I think that they would get very drunk, and they would have been scared to go on test track the entire day, but they would have pretended that they weren't scared. But them driving them to drink would have driven them to ride.
Well, if my argument was only missing one thing, then two chipmunks in a trench coat. I yield my time to the chair.
I was just talking about the simple things.
All right, I'm going to give the point to Jokers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. All right. So that's.
I just thought PerGron's description of a drunken night in the Canada Pavilion actually sounded quite lovely. Vibing with the waterfalls, vibing with the band, munching on some pop. I don't know. That sounds like a nice drunk night. Anyways.
Yeah, but it's two drunk chipmunks.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay, so let's see. We got one left here. I'm just going to pick from what we got here. Okay, let me ask you.
We did.
Jacob, I'm thinking we should go on. What do you got, Jacob?
I said we did come up with some doozies.
We did. Let me. Okay, Jacob, do you think we should go with the tribute question or the retheming question?
Maybe we could do like one of them as a bonus, one of those as a bonus question, depending on who wins here.
I think you guys should do the tribute one because Epcot is very sentimental.
It's like,
And this has been kind of a jokey debate so far, so.
All right, let's bring up the hankies.
well, it's kind of sentimental in a way.
Yeah, it's fond. All right, so in tribute to recent passing, who should have been the fourth Caballero?
Oh, God.
Iago or Zazu? It's a quick draw, so whoever says, that's who you get.
Iago.
Okay, PerGron's got Iago.
And that means Joker's has Zazu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hold on 1 second. I'm watering a dog right now.
Dear God, I hope so.
I promise.
You're watering a dog.
Because if not, I'm going to be
house-sitting
so
for 2
upset
dogs.
right now.
I'm house sitting for 2 dogs and they needed water, I promise.
Why don't I
would've-
hear them barking?
Because they're all dogs.
And why are you watering dogs while we're doing a debate?
All right,
One
all
of them just
right.
came over and put her head in my lap and she's like,
At
"I don't want
12:40 at night.
water." Yeah, they're not used to being this up this late.
Why are they your companions? Again, I'm sorry.
He can have friends.
These are the only friends.
He's allowed to have friends.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Like, why is a dog a? All right.
Okay, what was the question?
You hate
again?
dogs, Dragon?
I'm not particularly fond of them.
Oh,
They're
Oh,
okay.
I love you.
All right. Remember, the question was who should be the fourth Caballero?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. And I said Yaga.
Yeah.
Why did I say that?
Because you were
Yeah, I
watering
think
your
you were a little
dogs and you were
distracted at the
distracted. Yeah.
moment.
I was watering my dogs.
I mean, you answered first.
guys, let's focus here. We're at an
Yeah.
hour and a half. Let's focus
Yes.
up. Come on.
All right. So, PerGron with Iago.
All right. You know what the 3 Caballeros don't have enough of? Manic energy. They don't have enough chaos. They don't have enough excitement. And I think Yago would bring all of that. I think that they're too calm. Yago would bring in this really exciting vibe to it. He would also be really snarky. He'd fit in with Panchito. He'd fit in with Jose. They'd all bully Donald together. Zazu would just be boring and like really up for the rules, and nobody wants that in a Caballero. They want Gilbert Gottfried, God rest his soul.
So what the 3 Caballeros need is a fourth, and what they need, even more importantly, is a straight man. And Zazu is the perfect straight man. Zazu would take the role more as the behind-the-scenes Caballero, the George Martin of the 3 Caballeros, if you will. He'll produce, he'll keep them together, and he'll make sure Donald doesn't like get shanghaied away to Mexico again. So really, he's there to keep them together and keep them successful, and he's the reason why they are the most successful Caballeros in the world, really. Thank you.
The 3 Caballeros don't need a manager. The 3 Caballeros need another Caballero to perform with them. Zazu wouldn't want to perform. Zazu just wants to hang around and be like the rule guy. He's like, no, don't get drunk and sing Gordon Lightfoot at the Canada Pavilion with Chip and Dale. Go do your show. Yago would totally embrace it, so that's why Yago belongs.
Do you know what I have seen from the 3 Caballeros? A band that's together. Do you know what I haven't seen from the 3 Caballeros? Them at the Grammys. Obviously, Zazu can bring that together and make that happen and make them something, and that's what they really need. They've been spinning tires for 60 years.
All right, Tiki, given your namesake and your connection to the attraction that somewhat inspired this, I'm going to let you call this one. And remember, this one's for all the marbles, so...
Yeah,
vote for
I'm
you.
actually going to give it to Jokers. I think the George Martin point was really inspired. I could totally see Zazu having that kind of role. I know it's not like technically what the question's asking, but I don't know. I just think like because the 3 of them together, it's like that's the act. It's like I feel like if you throw Zazu in, it's too much chaotic energy, honestly.
Sure. It
So
might be more apt to say he's the Brian Wilson of the 3 Caballeros.
there you go. There you go. Oh God. Oh, so you want to be an Imagineer where Brian Wilson gets compared to Zazu. All right.
Yeah, as he should.
Because those are totally the same thing.
They're both horrible drug addicts.
Oh my God.
They're both John Cusack.
Yeah.
So where was Zazu a drug addict?
It was in House of Mouse. I'm not sure if you saw the whole thing.
All right. Guys, we're
after
running
Lion
on a
King
little
2.
long. I don't really think we have
It's like Lion King
would
1.5.
put this on the shorter side of an hour and a half, so I kind of want to just skip whatever bonus questions, if that's okay.
Okay.
Let me
Well, it
switch
breaks
back.
my heart, but I guess we're just gonna do that.
Fine.
No,
fine.
we don't have to. It's fine.
Are you sure?
I'll just weep on the inside. It's okay.
No, do it. Do it.
All right. So as a kid, I always had a nickname for Epcot.
It's a
Big
Blue
golf
Dragonfly.
ball.
No,
No, the big golf ball. So, which attraction or pavilion, like he says, what section of Epcot do you turn into a putt-putt course?
All right, that's a good question.
And it has to be putt-putt, not actual golf.
Yes, not the full 9 yard. Well, not the full, 18. Well,
can it be miniature golf?
Yes, it's it's like
Well, that's-
putt-putt
yeah,
mini
that's-
golf. Yeah.
Well, putt-putt is distinctly different.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Is it?
Yeah, it
As
is.
a golf
Putt-putt's
connoisseur, they are different.
putt-putt are only part 2, and like the holes are like a little different.
Oh, interesting.
I got very bored at work one day.
the point being putt-putt and or mini golf. Okay. So what attraction by the
Well, not the Imagination Pavilion.
Yeah, no, not that for you, no.
Everyone's more fun.
I'm gonna say, oh god, I'm gonna say Spaceship Earth.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Canada Pavilion.
Oh, Canada.
Okay. Is this timed again?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure.
we're on schedule. Go on.
And for none of the beans.
Schedule.
And for none of the beans.
I know. This is great. There's no expectations.
Yeah.
So it makes the most sense to put a mini golf course inside Spaceship Earth because the design's already there. They don't even have to put a sign outside. Like you know it when you see it. It would be fun to have mini golf through the history of communication in the world, and then at the end you can have a really fun mini golf course from the top down to the bottom. And yes, you do have to physically climb all the way up the pavilion as you go through the course. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be fun for families. It'll be fun for not families. It'll be fun for alternative families.
Man, I'm just picturing like a goth family. Like, yes, this is perfect.
Walking out, kind of like, what? Finally, all inclusive mini golf.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the most boring set piece in Spaceship Earth and having the golf family be stoked about that.
They sell T-shirts that says "I got validated at Epcot."
Oh God.
The burning of Rome. The whole room, the holes on fire during the Rome segment.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. Canada. If there's one thing that is synonymous with Canada, it's mini golf. And you know what's synonymous with mini golf? Waterfalls. There's some waterfalls in Canada. You know what else is synonymous with mini golf? Going up and down a bunch of hills. And there's a bunch of hills in the Canada Pavilion. It's already made to be a glorious Canadian-themed mini golf course. All you gotta do is stick some holes in there, put some balls into them, and there you go.
No
Perfect.
courses, just holes.
Just holes and balls.
Varying
Green.
size.
Waterfalls, PerGron.
Yeah.
People are also running around throughout the entire time just swinging, and others are just trying to get like a drink.
So I think PerGron's idea of a Canada mini golf is not only wrong, but it's disgusting and offensive.
Oh God.
My mini golf course in Spaceship Earth, it makes sense. It doesn't offend a single person, and it's just good, clean fun with a couple golf balls and a couple friends.
You get free poutine if you get a hole in one in the random Canada golf hole thing. If you don't hit any people who are trying to go see O Canada, then you also get free poutine. They just throw poutine at you. It's great.
Oh man.
Jacob, I'm gonna let you decide this one.
I'm gonna go with Jokers.
Okay.
Really? You
shock.
sure? You don't want to rethink that a little bit?
All right, so there we go.
We did it. Great job.
So Joker is won.
I did. I worked really hard.
How you feel?
Oh,
You
it's
okay?
not- It's not like
Still
it's worth. It's not that last question was worth anything anyway.
I still feel depressed. I don't know.
Oh God.
Well, at least you won something, right?
Also,
No,
This didn't fill the void I thought it would.
could have been worse. You could have lost. You'd be depressed about that too.
Well, Jokers, our record is now 4-4.
Oh shit, we're tied again.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh
Oh God.
We did it.
excuse me.
I love it.
All
That
right,
means
so
this is our 8th episode. That's crazy.
yeah. So we want to thank the folks for tuning in. We're going to shout out the wonderful people that joined us this evening. We had Z&K Channel. We had Monkey in the comments. We have some drunker who was at the top of the show. Okay, that's everybody. Thanks for showing up, folks.
And of course, these little duties.